all like we'll take you on a visit, have you do the recruiting pictures and all that. Like that doesn't matter to me no more.
No, for sure.
The gear doesn't matter to me no more. Probably like I honestly say the location didn't matter to me as much anymore.
Like where the school was?
Yeah. Like,
why not?
Because now it's more about I want to win and I want to get back to playing like how I know I can play in like my natural position.
Hey, I'm a testifying, taste the quiet type of guy. Your bitch on me, no mind. Baby, that's just my type, like she just what I like. Like you never act this shy. I got you tripping on pop, trying to see you tonight. I'm on that list like I'm next up. If I'm not, then bitch, why is your bitch fucking like I'm next up?
Welcome back to the Mike on Mike podcast, where we talk real stories with real people. I'm your host, Mike Robb, and this is another episode of my Athlete and Athletic series. This is my good friend, Davis Walker. He played his beginning of his college career in Maryville in St. Louis, and he's completing his last year this upcoming season at Jamestown University. Congratulations, my brother. We just seen the commitment.
Appreciate it.
So how you feeling today, my brother?
Man, I'm good. Can't really complain. Everything's going well.
No, that's good to hear, man. So I'm going to jump right into it. How did you first pick up the basketball, man?
Honestly, I think it was from my mom. I mean, my dad was a big football guy, but, you know, they all encouraged me to play sports. We played, like, everything little. Played softball, soccer, tennis, basketball, football, basically anything you could think of. We played
for sure.
it, but I think my mom kind of, like, influenced more the basketball.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no, most definitely. So, jumping up to your high school experience, you didn't have the typical high school journey. Can you explain the route that you took?
Yeah, mine was definitely a little different. I started out with Waubonsie Valley, and that was cool, but Waubonsie was more focused on football.
Most definitely.
I was going to end up transferring to Oswego East actually to go play with Ray J.
Really?
Damari, and then I actually would have played with Pat and, you know, Sam Schultz and them guys.
For sure.
But that didn't happen because my family wasn't moving. We had to use a different address.
Right, the boundaries and all that stuff.
And, you know, certain people at Waubonsie wasn't going to let that happen, so didn't happen. And then I was actually about to go prep school to the school in New Jersey. I don't know why I can't think of the name right now.
No, that's cool.
But, yeah, it's a school J.R. Smith went to. And so we didn't end up doing that, and I think, like, my brothers were...
Why such a far jump, though? Why were y'all thinking about going from... I mean, we in the middle of Illinois. Why are you thinking about going across the country?
So, actually, because of AAU, I had, like, during the AAU season, I had, like, a really good season. And
okay, for sure.
I had some, like, prep coaches start watching my games.
Got you, okay.
And they had, like, hit up my coaches about me doing it. And, you know, it was a real possibility, but... I think living on my own at that time, I was a little scared. I ain't really want to do it.
I feel you. Well, you was what, 15, 16? Yeah, no, definitely.
So I was a little scared. So I was like, I didn't want to do it. And then my brothers had actually been doing like this little homeschool league. And they ended up doing that. And like they had like a varsity team, whatever. And they actually played like high schools in Illinois and high schools in other places. And like I had showed up to a game one day to watch my brothers. And like they coached.
Not to interrupt you. How many brothers you have?
I got three younger brothers.
You're the oldest? Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Oldest. So... I went to watch them play, and their coaches kind of came up to me and asked me, well, what are you doing, blah, 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 and they tried to get me to homeschool, and they was talking to my parents, and I'm like, nah, like, I'm not
doing no homeschool.
You feel me? Like,
right.
I'm not playing that.
Right.
And they just told me to come to a game. I came to a game, and they was actually, like, pretty good. They had a kid on the team, Simeon Strauss, who actually ended up at Waubonsie Community College, and then played at Wisconsin Lutheran, I think.
Okay.
And then they had another kid, DJ Ellis. He played.
I heard of DJ Ellis.
He played at Waubonsie too, and I forget where he ended up. I think it's NAI in Arkansas.
Okay.
But both two really good guys that could definitely hoop. And I watched them play, and I was like, okay, like this is for real.
Right.
So then I went to a practice, hooped with them. It's good stuff. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. And you know, it was a good experience. Like we played other high schools. Like we played Niles North. We played Rich South. We played Downers Grove North. We played a lot of like local high schools, and then we played
for sure.
schools in other states and some prep schools. So it was good.
No, for sure. So explain the academic side of that, because like how was it like real homeschool? Are you actually like taking classes? Like how was that working?
So my mom. So if it would have went the way I wanted, I would have been doing nothing.
Okay, obviously that's normally how it would go.
I would do no school, but my mom was really on top of that. Like she made sure me and my brothers was like really doing school, and you know. It all, like, wasn't a problem because, I mean, my whole life I was in school. So
right, for sure.
There's that. And then, like, it wasn't like, oh, being homeschooled, I feel like I don't have no friends. All my friends were from the school. I still live all around them. I'm with them every day. I still hoop. I got my different groups everywhere, so it's fine.
No, most definitely. So talk about the impact that your parents had on your decision to go homeschool. Like how were they like? Were they in your ear about it? Were they more pushing it? Were they not?
I think my dad was more, he didn't want me to. Like, he didn't really, my dad's more like football. Like, he understands that world better because out of high school, he was being recruited for football.
Right, for sure.
He went to Notre Dame, so all his guys are all football guys. So he understands that better. My mom, I think just, the AAU stuff with us and my brothers, she starts to understand that more, and she understands the basketball side. So when she kind of got like feedback and stuff, and it doesn't really matter if you're not in the high school because you got AAU, you're playing AAU, you're playing on a good program, you're traveling everywhere. So she was kind of like encouraging.
Did you play on 14?
Didn't at the time. F14 didn't have teams for me.
Okay, I don't know how the timeline of. I just know my brother played on there. So okay.
Yeah,
got you. Okay, so describe your relationship with your parents.
Really good. We have a really strong relationship. Me and my mom like this.
For
sure.
sure.
That's my ride or die for real. Me and my dad also very, very close. It's just I probably more of a mama's boy. I be around my mom a lot.
I understand. You said your dad played football at Notre Dame.
He didn't. He went to Notre Dame.
Went to Notre Dame. Okay.
But he had offers out of high school.
Got you. So was he like trying to did you ever play football?
I did. Yeah.
So was he like mad when you stopped playing or?
I honestly don't know, but I say I played football in the beginning and I really enjoyed it. Like, I always enjoy football. I love watching football games, all that.
Are you a Bears fan?
I am. It's rough.
I understand.
It's real rough. Yeah. My second team would probably be the Ravens.
My team, I'm a Chargers fan.
Okay.
It ain't much better.
Ain't much better, but y'all had LaDainian Tomlinson, so
yeah, we had a little spurt, but still we ain't win nothing.
yeah. No, I feel that.
Yeah, it is what it is. So go into your recruiting process before college. Like, how is it from the homeschool perspective? How are coaches looking at that?
So what's crazy is when I was younger, and I didn't even know this, but I had watched like this game on ESPN. It was a high school game playing. It was like Dennis Smith Jr.'s high school versus Justin Jackson's high school. And
okay.
I had watched it on ESPN. It's like good game, blah, blah, blah. And come to find out, Justin Jackson's school wasn't a school. It was a homeschool team. So he, brought the homeschool thing on the map.
Right, for sure.
Big homeschool.
Right, Justin Jackson was he was a top.
Star.
Yeah, he was a 5. He was the Duke, right?
Yeah, North Carolina.
Oh, one of the Blue Bloods.
Yeah,
right.
You feel me? So, it was a big thing. So, when I went and did that and, played in nationals, big event, there's coaches all. And the games are played at Drury University and Missouri State.
Okay.
So some of their coaches come out to watch, but if you play well in AAU, coaches are gonna come watch that. So I didn't really have a problem anywhere. Like, I had Division I, Division II coaches coming to my homeschool games, wherever I was at, just because of how I played in AAU.
Okay, so you wouldn't say that it held you back in any way?
No, obviously probably being out of high school might be a little easier, but it didn't really stop nothing for real.
No, okay, that's good. So why did you end up picking Maryville?
So another crazy little event. So out of high school, probably it's getting down, COVID time, everything kind of getting shut down. And so I have my few D1 offers, and I'm thinking about probably going to Western Illinois, and that whole staff gets let go.
Yeah, the coaching changes. Yeah. That's tough.
Whole staff gets let go, so I no longer have that offer. And then the other D1s that I'm talking to, I'm probably I'm their second option, right? So I'm waiting to see if another guy commits, and basically at every school, the other guy commits. So I'm
nothing's shaking, right?
And then I'm about to go JUCO. I had Northwest Mississippi, I think it was, and Iowa Western. I'm trying to decide between the two. I'm probably going to Iowa Western. I actually verbally commit to Iowa Western. I start getting my school code and everything.
Right.
And one of the coaches, Justin Anderson, he's at Lindenwood now, but he texts me and he's like, "Hey, I just got the assistant job at Maryville, blah blah blah. I think you should come with me, whatever." And he was at Western Illinois, so I had a really good relationship with him.
For sure.
And I'm talking to my AU coaches, and they're like, "Yo, JUCO might not have a season because it's COVID, blah blah blah." And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not going to school. Just and I'm not gonna hoop.
Right.
I'm just gonna practice. I'm not doing that.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, I'll go. So I just said whatever. I talked to the head coach one time. Tells me I'm offered, everything's paid for, boom.
One combo, that's it?
Yeah, haven't seen the campus, nothing. Haven't seen anything. They send me a little virtual video. I watch it. All right, bet. And then I go to Maryville.
So it being in St. Louis, you was just like, I'm finna make this shake because...
Yeah.
You're supposed to go where you're wanted, right?
Yeah, that's really what it was. They just told me, and I was like, all right, bet. I'll be there.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm finna skip my next question now. I was gonna ask you why'd you pick St. Louis, but that pretty much answers that.
I honestly knew nothing about St. Louis for either, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a random city, but I mean, it's definitely just like in the Midwest. Like we from Chicago, so it's just like another, for sure. So how was the college adjustment for you, like life wise, like moving away from home for the first time and all that?
Life wise, again, I probably say it was a little different because COVID going on. Couldn't really do much. They had us quarantine, and every day we taking the little COVID test, and then like the rules was, I guess, like you couldn't have a certain amount of people in your apartment and this and this. So it's like me and my roommates was like super close because we was with each other every day.
No, for sure, you got to get.
And then we just in the gym every day. So I mean that was fine. I mean probably besides like, oh, I ran out of meal money. Now I'm calling mom.
Right.
You feel me? Give me some money. Can I get some food or
No,
something?
for sure. So how about when say for your next year when the COVID restrictions were getting lifted and everything returned to more normal? How was your college experience then?
I'll probably say then that's when I started to get like a real experience and going out a little bit, hanging out with more people, going to meet more people, and that was definitely cool.
For sure. So how would you say the college experience was being like in downtown St. Louis?
So I'll say with St. Louis, like Maryville isn't like a big party school and all that. It's kind of small. I mean, I feel like everyone knows everyone. It's almost like you feel like you at a bigger high school,
right?
So everybody knows what everybody's
or
doing.
like a community college or something,
yeah.
Right?
And then, but it's like a bunch of schools in St. Louis. There's Lindenwood, there's SLU, there's Harris Stowe, UMSL, yeah. So it's like when we going out, you probably see all them guys that you play against, or like we practice or scrimmage or whatever. So like you all cool with everybody. And that's kind of like a cool little vibe.
For sure. Yeah, I went out down there a couple of times because if y'all don't know, my brother went to UMSL for a year, 2 years. So I went outside a couple of times. It was a good time.
Yeah, good time for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. So what was your first impression of like college basketball? Like when you first got to campus, like was it a tough adjustment for you when you got there? Was the game fast? Like
I'll say this, my first like real like waking up call was probably like our first like workout. So in the beginning, because of COVID, we couldn't have workouts like how you normally would when you first get to campus.
Right, for sure.
So we like snuck and had like an open gym with like all the team. Whatever, that's cool. I'm killing. So like I'm like, all right, this shit's light, whatever. Then we get to we have like our first workout a few weeks later. And one of the guys that was there, and I thought he wasn't good, but he just wasn't trying at the
right. He wasn't putting in no work.
Exactly. So then we have like our coach, he had this like drill. It's called Smart One-on-One. So we playing one-on-one. It's like, yo, dominant hand. If you get that a layup, that's 3 points. If you shoot a mid-range, 0 points. But you get the ball back, a 3 is 1 point. Offhand layup is 2 points.
Okay.
So I'm going against the kid, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to fry him, whatever. So I get ball first. Boom, step back. I shoot a mid-range step back because I love mid-ranges. So mid-range step back, I hit it. Boom, 0 points. I get the ball back, whatever. I go again. Boom, shoot a 3, in and out. All right, now I'm on defense. I'm like, whatever. Like,
right.
Cool. Mind you, all 3 of my coaches are watching right now. All of them are sitting there
watching.
Or all 4. All 4 of them are watching. Dude gets the ball. He's lefty. Like, little guard. He's probably like 5'10". He's strong. Left hand, drive, bump, layup.
That bump. That bump.
Get it back, jab, hang, bump, layup. He goes off 3 straight. Game's over. I'm sick. All the coaches sitting there watching. Like, I'm mad. I'm heated. Like, yo. But that was like the first time. Like, all right. Like, one D2 basketball, not sweet. Because I thought coming into it, like, all right, whatever. Like, I had D1 offers. I'm thinking, yo.
It's going to be sweet. I'm finna come in here, average 20 and get going.
Nah, he showed me right away, nah, it's not that. And, like, that lifting program, when you up there, yeah, no. That's grown man strength is different.
No, it's different for sure. Yeah, that bump. Pat hit me with that when he came back one day. I was like,
nah, it definitely hurt. And my pride was hit when he, like, just ran off 3 straight, just killed me. And it was just over like that. No get back. I'm just done.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. But, I mean, I'm glad you adjusted, though. It's your freshman growing pains. Yeah. That's all that is. So, how was your time overall at Maryville, like, school life and basketball-wise?
I say school-wise was real cool. Like, I think Maryville has, like, pretty easy classes for everybody to get through.
No, for sure. You ain't had no professor drama, no terrible professors and nothing like that.
I didn't really have that. Maybe, like, once or twice for my freshman year, but that was for all COVID time, so it's probably that why. Outside of basketball, all good. Like, everybody on campus really nice. Everybody's cool. Everybody gets along well.
No, for sure.
I feel like that was all great. And then, like, outside of school, you meet everybody out there and everybody's cool. St. Louis is a cool city. Basketball was a little different. I say at Maryville, it was a little rough. I'll say anybody that played with me would know that like playing at Maryville was a little different. We didn't have the best times.
Rough how? Like it was like coaching stuff. Like
we weren't winning the way we were supposed to with the talent we had. Like if you looked at all my past teams and like you looked at player for player and like where they are now or what they did, there's no way our record should have been like what it was. Like we was probably like 500 or right under 500 and right at probably one game outside the tournament almost every year, which is, I mean, we supposed to be in there every year. It's like we drop one game and now we're out. And then, it's, all college basketball teams have like drama and stuff, but I don't know. Sometimes I always felt like it was like a little bit of a movie or like somebody was recording like this is a
like you
TV
thought it
show.
felt like it was fake.
Yeah.
No,
like,
I understand. Hearing stories from Pat, I definitely understand.
Yeah.
So you dealt with a couple injuries throughout your college career. How did you deal with that, and how did you like move forward and like keep that drive to want to keep playing?
No, definitely. It was tough like my sophomore year when I tore my Achilles. First off, I honestly didn't even know what Achilles was until I did that.
Yeah.
So like that was really
How
rough.
did you, was it in practice? Was it in the game?
It was in game.
Okay.
I actually heard it in practice, but I just thought like I had twisted my ankle, so I was fine. I just kept playing through it, and like it wasn't bothering me. It would just be like after I was playing, it would start hurting.
For sure.
And then we were playing SIU, big time. Thinking, okay, I get my D1 game. I'm about to do what I'm supposed to
go
do.
off.
So I start out really well. I'm scoring, boom, and then like I pass and I go to cut. Like I stop and then I stop again, and like it just.
Did you like hear? Everybody says they hear a pop.
No, yeah, I heard it pop, and like it felt like it was hot, like it was super hot, and then I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, okay, I probably just twisted my ankle. You're fine. So I tried to put my foot back on the ground, and like I couldn't feel the ground, so I just started hopping to the sideline, whatever.
It was like dangling or whatever?
Yeah,
or?
like I didn't even want to look at it after that, but that was definitely rough. That was tough, but like it really taught me how to fight through adversity, because like that whole process, that like year-long process, was like it really helped me though.
No, for sure.
I feel like I needed it.
How was that recovery process for you? Like, how it was a year, like a full year you were out? Or
I think I believe I technically could have played before a year, but like, I was taking it slow and trying to be smart with it. Like I was doing some certain workouts before a year, and like during like, cause that happened in December, I could have done like a few like scrimmages in practice, but I just waited, and I waited till after we got back from break the next year to then play. But I probably could have came back a little earlier.
No,
but,
for sure. I mean, taking your time with it is a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, no point in rushing back from that.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was balancing school with basketball for you?
I think, honestly, because most of my classes, after my freshman year, I started to go all online. So it's all like 8-week classes, and they throw a bunch of homework at you.
For sure.
Which, honestly, it's more about just get it done early. You get it done early, you're good.
Were you actually one of those getting it done early?
So sometimes I had problems for sure, because I'm always putting stuff to the last minute. I put it to Sunday, then I got like 6-7 assignments on Sunday. It's like, come on, bro. Like you could have done.
We've all been there though. Like it happens to the best of us.
But sometimes I feel like I work better under pressure. So I mean, it all got done. I graduated. So.
No, for sure. So you ended up you graduated from high school in 2020, and you're still hooping. How do you still have eligibility left?
Because I tore my Achilles. So since I missed that 1 year of being out, then that's
you got that. You got that. Okay, so it was like a redshirt medical year.
Medical redshirt year.
Okay, so you never did a redshirt. You didn't redshirt your freshman year.
No, my freshman year, I started most of the games, but it didn't count because of COVID. So that's how I had the 5, and then this my 6th year.
So this is going to be your 6th.
Yeah.
Got you. All right, for sure. So talk about the second time you went into a recruiting process. So you went into the portal this last year. How was it different than recruiting in high school?
I say, what was different? Probably for me, like we'll take you on a visit, have you do the recruiting pictures and all that. Like that doesn't matter to me no more.
No, for sure.
The gear doesn't matter to me no more. Probably like I honestly say the location didn't matter to me as much anymore.
Like where the school was?
Yeah. Like,
why not?
Because now it's more about I want to win, and I want to get back to playing like how I know I can play in like my natural position. At Maryville, I wasn't really able to do that.
Where do you guard? You 2-3?
1-2.
Oh, okay.
And at Maryville, I was probably like 2-3, sometimes even 4, because we weren't big enough.
You playing 4?
So I sometimes had to play the 4.
Ain't no way.
That's what I'm saying. So I had to like deal with that, and it was me and another guard that had to do that. And, we've been 1-2s our whole life, so it was
right.
like,
Team first, but like, dang.
Yeah. So it was a little tough, but like, knowing that and knowing what I was looking for, like what I really wanted, it was kind of like probably a little easier this time around.
Okay.
Like, knowing that.
No, most definitely. So why did you end up choosing Jamestown?
So the coach there out of high school, he was at Minnesota Duluth. He was an assistant, another coach, Coach Shanks, and then Justin Wick, which is still the head coach at Minnesota Duluth. They recruited me the hardest out of high school by far. Like, they showed the most love. They wanted me the most. They probably showed it to like 5 of my AAU games.
Oh, dang.
Just
Okay.
traveled everywhere. They came to a bunch of my homeschool games. Like, I played in Iowa. They came to Iowa. If I played in Illinois, they came to Illinois. They came to my workouts in high school. Like, they showed love. They all texted me everything. It's just like I wanted to go D1 so bad, so like it was hard for me, to do that.
Right.
But then when everything came about and I ended up going D2, like I didn't go there because I kind of had to wait too long, and they had to go another route, and they still were helping me. Like, they were helping me get JUCOs. They were helping D1s come contact me and stuff. So like they always showed mad love.
No, for sure.
And I felt really bad when I had to go D2 and it wasn't there. Like, I almost didn't want to do it just because like I felt like if I was going D2, it had to be there. So he ended up, moving on, going to a different job, and he got the assistant at Jamestown, or the head coach at Jamestown, and it was NAI at the time, and this year will be their first year D2. So when he hit me up, as soon as I got in the portal and, we started talking, it was like almost like a no-brainer. Like,
For sure.
I was going to see where other, what else was out there.
What other bites you got.
What situations were good, but like, him knowing me for as long as he's known me and like to hit me up right away and like our relationship, I kind of knew like that was the spot.
That was the spot for sure. So did you talk to any other schools or anything?
Yeah, I talked to a few schools.
Okay, for sure.
It was quite a bit, but I always knew.
You knew where you were going. You just wanted to see. Okay, got you. So, transitioning a little bit, what's your thoughts on the landscape of college basketball right now? Like, in terms of like guys getting extra years, like from random stuff. Like, there's the JUCO thing going on right now where they gave an extra year for JUCO, like NIL, and then recruiting and stuff like that.
I say the JUCO rule, I think, is a good thing, but I also think it's kind of stupid. For it to only be for the D1 guy, like you have to go D1 to get it. It kind of like makes it a lot harder for some of the guys to get their JUCO rule. They kind of got to be done playing.
I feel like they're going to contest. I feel like there's going to be a lot of kids who are like, yo, what is this?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's only helping the D1s. Like, why wouldn't you try to help all levels? So
right,
why
no,
not just give it
most
to all
definitely.
levels? I think NIL, I think it's like a good thing, but I also think it can be a little bit of a bad team. I think it can like shake up teams a little bit. And, if this guy's getting paid this much, he might not work as hard as this guy, and bring a little jealousy. But if certain teams and know how to handle it, and if the players know how to handle it correctly, then
for sure,
all a great thing. I think the eligibility. I also heard something about they was gonna start giving kids like 5 years just all together,
just off rip.
Yeah, because they're saying like some degrees take you 5 years anyway, so it would make sense to give them 5 years. So
no, that definitely makes sense a little bit, kind of. All right. Well, transitioning into degrees. What did you get your bachelor's degree in? You just graduated 3 weeks ago.
Appreciate that.
So what did you major in?
Business admin.
Okay, business admin. So what's your plan with that degree or after this season?
So after the season, I want to try to go play pro a little bit, probably maybe 1, 2, 3 years. We'll see how that goes.
For sure.
And then after that, I would probably want to get into like training, starting my own training business, or get into coaching or something like that, just being around basketball, but using the business side with the basketball. And
okay, no, I got you. Like you want to start your own M14.
Yeah, like either franchise it, take it somewhere else, like how they building the franchise or stuff, or just start my own thing. And see,
okay,
see
no, for sure. So thoughts on your younger brothers playing college ball?
So my one right under me, Lawson, he actually is a sophomore now at Moraine Valley. Mm-hmm. He tore his ACL senior year of high school at a camp. So, this was his first year playing in like 2 years. So,
yeah, I saw him. They played with Bonzi. I saw him play against my brothers. So
I think they played like twice. I think
it was twice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think he's because at first he was always a football kid. He didn't really care about basketball. He kind of a late late bloomer. He didn't really care much.
For sure.
But now he's, really taking it serious. So, anytime I can get in the gym with him, help him out, give him tips,
No,
talk
for
to
sure.
him and all that, I love to help him.
No, most definitely. So, how much pride do you take in being the oldest? Because I know I'm the oldest, and I'm like, I love being the oldest. Like, I love like being like my parents telling me like, yeah, your brothers look up to you. Like, so how is that for you?
No, that's a big thing for me, honestly, because even like not my brothers, like when I'm out working out and kids are watching me, or like I'm training kids and they're watching me, or even one year I coached at M14, I coached a team, and like some of the kids told me like, oh, I'm their idol, their inspiration, like I'm one of their favorite basketball players. So then like that means a lot.
No,
and,
for sure.
Your brothers look up to you, obviously, so that's a big thing. I think sometimes you a little bit take it for granted, like when you get in trouble because you're the oldest, and you gotta lead by example and this and that. And I ain't like it all the time.
No, I didn't either. It used to piss me off. I can't lie.
No, I'll be hot. I'm always the one getting in trouble for something they would do, but they supposed to follow me and look up to me. And as I got older, I started to understand it, and now it all makes sense. But back then, no, I couldn't stand it.
No, for sure. I'm the exact same way, man. So out of you and your brothers, who's the best hooper?
Me, by far.
Are you just being biased, or you know
Nah,
for a fact it's you?
Me, by far. We just played ones. Actually, got every spot. 5 spots, 7, all ones. Took that.
No, all ones?
All ones.
Damn. Come on, Lawson.
Love him, but
you got to step it up.
He got to get the work all the time.
No, for sure. All right, so wrapping up here, just got a few random quick fire questions for you. What's the worst college workout experience that you had?
Probably the worst conditioning workout would probably be 6 a.m. Maryville has this like athletic training center down on this like big hill, concrete hill. You gotta drive up there and then all the way up to school. If you go to Maryville or like seen it, you understand what I'm talking about. But like we're up at 6 a.m. We're down there. We got partners. One partner is holding a 45-pound weight above their head whole time while your other partner is running up the hill and down the hill. You can't drop the weight until they get back. And if you drop it, added more time. And I think the group got to get down and back certain number of times, and it's just nonstop. That was horrible.
It's timed up the hill.
Yeah.
So if you don't come back,
that was beyond horrible. Basketball workouts this last year. I love basketball workouts overall, but we just had some wild.
That sounds horrible, bro. That sounds awful. All right, next question. Best player that you've played against?
All time?
All time.
Okay. All time. Ooh. That's a tough one. I'd probably say in AAU either Jalen Suggs or Chet Holmgren.
Okay.
And then I'll give a little by default shout out my boy Ray J Dennis.
Shout out Ray J.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. And then let's do the best player you played against in college.
In college, this is a tough one. I'll probably say, probably a guard. He went to Lindenwood my freshman year. He's a pro now overseas, killing. T.J. Crockett, he was a problem.
He was tough.
And then I'll probably give Robbie Avila or Isaiah Swope, Indiana State, them two.
Okay, yeah.
They were at SLU at the time. But
yeah, I've seen Robbie play. He's tough. Okay, and then you got a favorite hoop shoe?
It's probably either Pumas. I love LaMelo balls.
Really?
The Pumas are really comfortable. Or
I don't have no grip in mine. I don't like mine.
I love mine. I ain't lie. I wore them every game last season. Like dumb comfortable.
Interesting. Okay.
But I love Adidas, and then like I really like the Sabrinas and I've heard great things about the Asian ones, so I really want to get those too.
Yeah, I've seen the Asian one, but I only seen the pink pair. I need some more colorways. I kind
of wanted to get the blue, but
there's a blue color.
Mm-hmm. It was a blue and then a white that just dropped.
Oh, I didn't see that. I can't lie. Okay. All right. And then last question I got for you. What's the best college experience you got, life-wise and basketball-wise?
Life-wise, I'll probably say either just kicking it like in an apartment with your roommates, with my teammates. I always had like great teammates. So
for sure.
All my brothers for life, killing it. Or probably, like Halloween parties or stuff, them always get crazy.
Mardi Gras.
Yeah, Mardi Gras was crazy. I almost forgot about that. Mardi Gras in St. Louis.
I don't know how you could.
That was a great time. I love that. Basketball-wise, I'll probably say it's a few. I'll probably say, like, my freshman year, we played Truman State. They was, like, top 5 ranked. We beat them at home. That was a big deal because, you know, we were really young.
No, for sure.
I had a really good game. And then I'll probably say 2 years ago, like, Maryville went on, like, I think it was like 6 or 7 game win streak in conference. I think that like broke a school record or something.
Okay, for sure.
And we started out the season probably like 0-6 in conference, so we needed every single one of them games. And like they were all like top teams in the league and really close games. So that was a good little moment. I played well throughout that stretch.
No, most definitely. That was not the last question. I lied. So what are you most looking forward to this upcoming year at Jamestown? Is this going to be your last year, or are you going to figure out how to finagle another way?
Nah, it's going to be the last one I've done after this. You know, I think I'm most excited for like, you know, new change of scenery.
Are you going to be in North Dakota? Or
yeah, North Dakota.
What is North Dakota where? Like
Jamestown, North Dakota is middle of nowhere. Absolutely
like nothing.
Nothing. It's in the middle of
You by
Fargo.
Mount Rushmore or something?
I honestly don't even know. I ain't gonna lie. I thought North Dakota was a fake place almost until I got there. But nah.
You've been on. You didn't do the Maryville thing. You didn't just say I'm going.
I went.
Okay, good.
I had to make sure I went. And had
sure.
to see everything. So yeah, it's, you know, it's a small little spot, but they love basketball over there. That little town loves hoops. On my visit, they treated me like I was a Kentucky recruit or something. So
hey, that's all that matters.
You know,
go where you want it.
Exactly. But you know, the new conference, you know, it's a really good Division II conference, probably like top 3, top 4. So like excited for that. New scene, new teammates. See everybody, meet everybody.
You met any of your teammates yet?
I met 2 of them,
okay.
And then one of them actually is transferring there from Maryville with me.
Okay, for sure.
That'd be a cool little thing. But you know, just a new little vibe and really get back to myself and like really go kill like how I'm supposed to kill.
No, for sure.
After that, just see what happens.
No, most definitely. Well, we definitely looking forward to you playing this upcoming year. We hope you get back to your high school self. We know we're looking forward to that. And seeing that pre-injury Davis.
Yes, sir.
But want to wish Davis the best of luck. This is the Athlete and Athletic series on the Mike on Mike podcast. I'm Mike Robb, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Hey,
yes, sir. Ski.
I'm a testifying, taste the quiet type of guy. Your bitch on me, no mind. Baby, that's just my type. Like she just what I like. Like you never act this shy. I got you tripping on pop, trying to see you tonight. I'm on that list like I'm that.